I have two children, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I'm looking forward to them being brainwashed into anti-racism by the Cartoon Network. Check out this clip.
Colorblindness is our game because everyone's the same. Everybody join our circle. Doesn't matter if you're white or black or purple. What the? Whoa. Hold up a minute here. Ugh, who wrote this? I think it kind of does matter that I'm purple. I mean, I'm purple because I'm literally an alien.
Well, I'm not an alien, but it definitely matters to me that I'm black.
Yeah, it makes a difference that I'm white. I know the two of us get treated very differently.
I just think it's messed up to compare me being an alien to you two being different races. You're both human. You're totally biologically the same. Adding purple people into a lesson about human racism makes no sense.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. I think people like the black, white, or purple thing because adding a fantasy race in there helps distract from the actual racism black people have to deal with.
Right. My experience with anti-black racism is really specific. Other people of color experience other forms of racism too, but you won't see any of that if you don't see color.
Dude, so this entire public service announcement could be a ploy to avoid talking about racism altogether. Hey, could we get a rewrite where we appreciate each other without erasing what makes each of us different?
Okay, but it's gonna add a couple hours to the shoot.
I can
My
make it work.
speaker's open.
You were rolling just now, weren't you? Can't we just slap some graphics on this and call it a day?
Now, I really want to focus in on the last frame of that video clip because it says, see color, be anti-racist. Is there any greater way than to chop down the mighty tree that Martin Luther King Jr. helped to plant and nurture into growth when he stated, "Judge my 4 little children not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." And these progressives, which they claim to be, are in fact the regressives. And this is what they are preaching on the Cartoon Network. You see, there are certain ideas that come into vogue that advance the human race. And to see people for the content of their character rather than their color is the superior notion. But today's left wants you to go back in time to the 1920s, the 1930s to the 60s, where we saw people through the prism of color of skin of their race. So who are the racists? Who is actually advocating racism? It's the progressives. It's these leftists that are trying to indoctrinate the children with this nonsense. The question is, are we going to stand for it? Are we going to allow this to continue to happen? Because the young people's minds, it takes so long to unprogram somebody from what they learn as a kid, whether or not they're programmed to be a racist in the form of having KKK parents, or whether they're programmed to be anti-racist, which is similar thing in terms of the fact that you are seeing people through the prism of race. And it takes so long to deprogram, and we have to get to the root of the problem, which are the leftists, and stop this horrific, negative, poisonous effect on our society. So the question is, will you stand up and say no more, yet get back to your bunkers, you regressive, hate-filled people? It's really that simple. They want us to see race. To be an anti-racist, you have to be a racist. See the race. Martin Luther King, your tree is being chopped down. That tree, which has provided shade and nurture for millions of people around the globe, billions of people, as we've adopted this ethos, as we've come under the protection of your ideas, is being actively chopped down by the left-hand side of the political spectrum. Stand up against this. Just say no more. Please share this video because I do believe that it is important that people realize what the kids are being programmed into. Hit the thumb up on the video. That way YouTube will send it out to more people. And if you're new, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Peace. Stand up against the left. Stand up now before it's too late. They poison more and more minds.